CNN here, little thing here, just a pastime and whatnot, ate and everything. And we're just gonna look at it from a point of view. Maybe I adjust the brightness on this because you can't see the footer. And the naked eye, let's turn it up a little bit. And like why we feel like you feel marginalized. Okay, why does one feel marginalized in a poverty setting? I guess you could add that to an equation of feeling marginalized in a poverty setting. There's a panel in here. I was looking at his face and it's like, looks like a doctor. We're looking at a personal shame of spin from what they're actually talking about, which is a committee. So let's take a HUD for a committee, right? So you look at part of the legislation, and you look at like poverty, and you say to yourself, saying, oh yeah, we're so frustrated and angry, right? You know what I'm saying? We're so what is that word for it? Aggravated. You know what I mean? Like, oh, you got money, right? Well, the ratio is about the same. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I never been here. Well, let's say, okay, that was a bit of all fairnesses, right? Okay, that's just, what is this? A similar equation or something that is equal? Well, you take my distributed property, you know what I'm saying? You take the equation of mine, and you say, well, such and such, and the percentage I pay, and such and such, and my responsibilities. And to be honest with you, it's almost, it can't be that far off.
It's not the first time that
you morph out into that. It's more evolved into something intelligent. It's in periscopes and whatnot, and saying the 3D, to be real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? Be like, tell the real. And that's the correlation of it, the contrast of it. Is if you do one equation, you say you have so much money on this and that, but you have more productivity time to do such and such, but you don't take advantage of it, then you get into the equation on my end, and more right on my end, and you say, well, you take the ratio that I pay was a percentage. And you say the similarities cannot be that much far off, because if you look at the brackets of the cutoffs and whatnot, and then you get into the collusion of like, well, not a collusion, but with a collusion. You get into the collusion of like a totally different equation, a 3D type dimensional equation, which is basically going down to like capitalism, basically, I think. Because if you're given an opportunity, and they give you an opportunity to do certain things, they give you provide you services to do these things during the day, and provides you aid to do these things, and to take advantage of a personal situation where so there's too many variables. There's like age and stuff that goes into it and stuff like that. And so, but you take that and say someone similar, right, and maybe even younger than me, I'm like, well, wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? Instead of worrying about me, you shouldn't be at work or something? I mean, or shouldn't you be, like, getting your grind on, so to speak? And so, like, you know what I'm saying? And that's so to speak, because, now you're getting grind on around me, so, you know what I'm saying? But that's besides the point, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about going to get your resume done, going to the EED, getting a 36-hour cert, something to that effect, because your food is taken care of, your board is taken care of, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff. And so it's a different equation. You're talking about applying it to something in contrast to something else. And what you're saying is you're saying the income level, it has to be the same, but the percentage being paid. So if you start at that square root, then you branch out from there and say, well, what is the problem? The problem is the divide of rich and poor. Okay, and that has to do with capitalism. That has to do with unequal trickle down effect. That has to do with education. That has to, I don't know what is education. Everybody's you sound like a politician. I'm like, yeah, that's right. But everybody, why is it that everybody eats at school nowadays? But why is it that grades have went out? I guess don't go up, but go up. So I mean, if you look at the statistics, how could you fault someone who is like a socialist and something trying to be wrong about it? I mean, like so called, right? With a power without a portfolio, So say that, and that's the whole thing of it. What he said, I'm just let it go.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your time. I want to bring in now senior political